City who want to stand outside the Israeli Consulate in this moment and speak what is true. I'm wearing a t-shirt today that says, "Resisting tyrants since Pharaoh." I don't know if you can see it. Resisting tyrants since Pharaoh. It's not just a slogan, it's the core of our Jewish story. For 3,000 years, we've been a people who stand up in the face of oppression and injustice. When we see suffering, our own suffering, the suffering of another people or person, we speak out. We take them with us. It's what we do. It's who we are. Yes?
Yes!
We Jews also believe that every human being is created in the image of God. Every human being is created in the image of God. Every Jew, every Palestinian is created in the image of God. And a tyrant, my friends, a Pharaoh, is someone who exploits and oppresses and sacrifices human beings for their own power, diminishing God's image in the world for their own political survival. We are not surprised when Hamas, a terrorist organization, behaves this way. But as long as I'm standing here, Prime Minister Netanyahu, you and your government, your cabinet, your collaborators of right-wing, violent extremists, and your enablers, you have become like Pharaoh. And we beg you as rabbis and cantors and people who care desperately about God's image in the world, about Israelis and Palestinians, and about the future of your country, Prime Minister Netanyahu, Sur mira ve'aseh tov. Repeat after me, Sur mira ve'aseh tov. It means turn away from rot and callousness and make tshuva, do good. Close to 60,000 Palestinians and 10,000 of them under the age of 11 years old have been killed in this war since October 7th, in addition to the 1,200 people Hamas murdered on that day and the 250 they took captive. But you, Prime Minister Netanyahu, continue to sacrifice your own people in uniform, our people, close to 1,000 of them. You have done this for your political survival, for your power, prolonging and dragging out this war, even as your supporters agree that it will not and has not achieved its promised results of the fantasy of complete victory over Hamas. Your foot dragging mocks the families of the hostages. What is victory if it means standing by and justifying the starvation of children? Prime Minister Netanyahu, John Poland, Hirsch Goldberg Poland's dad, months ago, asked you nicely to please take off your yellow hostage pin, to stop pretending you care about the hostages, stop pretending you care about the saving of human life over your own power, but better yet, stop acting like Pharaoh and start acting like a Jew. Feed the hungry, like our tradition says. Release the captives like a Jew would do. Negotiate a deal like Jews do quite successfully in every industry. You should try it. Prime Minister Netanyahu, stop lying to the world saying that Gaza is not starving. Stop telling us not to believe what our eyes and what everyone's eyes can clearly see on the bodies of Gazans and on the bodies of Eviatar David and Ram Beslasky. Your ministers, way back in May, told the world when they put a full blockade on Gaza, this is what they intended to do. Don't pretend you haven't done it. You've done it. You've deprived Hamas of a lifeline and are depriving Gazans of food. Are Israelis safer now?
No!
Are the hostages any closer to coming home now?
No!
We all know the answer. We rabbis and cantors join the millions of Israelis who no longer support this war. We rabbis and cantors join the millions of Israelis who no longer support this war, who are 10,000s and thousands marching in the streets, camped in Hostage Square in Tel Aviv, holding up signs in front of the Knesset, begging you to bring them home, surge in aid, and end this war, and for God's sake to prioritize the lives of human beings, your people, the hostages taken to Gaza on your watch, and the lives of everyday innocent Gazan human beings. We ask you to remember the wisdom of one of your predecessors, Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, may his memory be a blessing, who said, "You don't make peace with your friends. You make peace with your enemies." So stop with the delay tactics and the finger pointing and the gaslighting and the talk of complete victory. Stop standing in the way of a deal, and for the sake of your people and the people who will always live among you and next door to you, make a deal and create the conditions for peace so that we could imagine our children and our grandchildren and your grandchildren one day living in an Israel without war, at peace. Ken Yehiratzon.